Barcelona endured a tough night in London after failing to match Chelsea's intensity and effectiveness in the Champions League. This 0-3 defeat exposed several issues in the team's play, especially after they were forced to play the rest of the match with 10 men. This result raises many questions about Barcelona's direction and how they will respond to the pressure of European competition. This situation places the team in a position that requires in-depth evaluation to avoid falling further behind in the competition. With high expectations at the start of the season, the team's recent performance makes this a crucial opportunity to assess what needs to be improved by Hansi Flik's squad. Barcelona endured a tough night in London after failing to match Chelsea's intensity and effectiveness in the Champions League. This 0-3 defeat exposed several issues in the team's play, especially after they were reduced to 10 men. This result raises many questions about Barcelona's direction and how they respond to the pressure of European competition. This situation places the team in a position that requires in-depth evaluation to avoid falling further behind in the competition. Ronald Araujo was shown a red card by referee Slavko Vincic in the Champions League match between Chelsea and Barcelona, -1 November 26, 2025. The match demonstrated that Barcelona were inferior to Chelsea in many fundamental aspects. Their high intensity, physicality, and responsiveness to challenges were the main issues that hindered their progress. The impact of Ronald Araujo's red card in the first half exacerbated the situation. Being shorthanded made the pressure even more difficult to overcome, while Chelsea continued to exploit the space with fast and aggressive attacks. Furthermore, Ferran Torres' failed early chance added to the complexity of the match. This moment was described as a turning point that could have changed the course of the match if executed well. Hansi Flik also appears to be relying on the same game plan despite changing match conditions. In situations where key players are absent or the team is reduced to 10 men, Barcelona seems to struggle to find alternatives. When the initial plan doesn't work, the team appears to lack a variety of approaches to adapt. This has led to calls for Flik to be more flexible in adapting to match situations. However, this criticism arises in the context that Barcelona is currently in a phase requiring consistency, both physically and mentally, to return to the desired level. Furthermore, several player reactions during the match reflected a less-than-ideal situation within the team. When Rafinha came on, his body language was said to have encouraged his teammates to exert more effort in duels and pressure. Rafinha's presence was seen as providing new energy, especially at a time when Barcelona needed a figure capable of lifting the tempo of the game. However, the decision not to start the match with several key players also raised questions about the readiness of the attacking line. In essence, togetherness and collective effort must be key if Barcelona is to emerge from this difficult situation.